All right. $76?
76?
What the fuck? Jesus. That's too many. What the hell do you mean 76? Hold on, check. You can go further? True. That's better. There. Chat box broken as fuck, but it's fine. Alright, first run of the day. What do you got for me? I did the wrong thing. Hold on. First run of the day. What do you got for me? First run of the day. What do you got for me? Okay. You're in Detroit right now? What are you doing there? Are you becoming human? National Material Science Conference. Hosted a synopsum. Symposium, different word. That's crazy. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means, but either way, no matter what it means, I am very proud of you. That's crazy. This is the kind of gameplay you can expect when I haven't played in a few days. Although I did practice quite a bit. I've been practicing for a couple hours before starting stream today, so. It's the days where I have more than 2 hours at a time are the days that I can practice and good things can actually come of it, which is great. Not that no good things can ever come of it during the week, but it's different on days where I have a lot of time. Alright, so Stars is going to be brutal today. Got it. That was very close. Okay. Checks out. Not surprised, given my current track record with this attack. My day been going pretty good. I got Mr. Bagel for breakfast. I don't know if you have Mr. Bagels near you, but it was awesome. Did a bunch of practice, listened to some music. It's been a good day off so far. Need Mr. Bagels near you with a name like that? They're awesome. It's a breakfast. They do bagels. Crazy, right? But they do good breakfast sandwiches and shit. Very good. I mean, it's pretty much exactly what you'd expect. The only thing with the bigger Mr. Bagel is that it's hard to get because they're only open till like 2 every day. It's like purely breakfast and then they close. Damn, that was a good pattern. I didn't react fast enough. Yeah, I had one with a French toast bagel. Is what I had this morning. A French toast bagel with scrambled eggs, a little cheddar cheese, a little bacon. Shit was fucking delicious. Allegedly. What do you mean, allegedly? Shit was delicious, allegedly. Nice. Good attack. My vague threat didn't show on screen. Did it get auto-modded? Is that what happened? I don't know if that's a thing with YouTube. I haven't really dug into like the settings of YouTube streaming yet. Crazy patterns, but okay. There's not much to customize. That's kind of what I figured. Okay, very good. Okay. So close, man. That's 2 runs to phase 2, dude. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy, man. Fuck me, dude. Good way to start the day. Yeah, that was nuts. So, that should have been a run into the final attack, but I didn't do enough damage to him throughout the fight, which it's good to know now that this is a very tight window, but I didn't do enough damage to him throughout the fight and had to do /3 or /2. Usually I can skip /2, but I did not get the opportunity to skip /2 this time, so kind of unfortunate. That's kind of just what happens when I don't do enough damage. Could be good. Nah. Two fucking hours? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Jesus, man. They don't let you play for 2 hours? Ouch, man. Alright, well now I know what game I'm not playing, to be honest. That's crazy, dude. 2 hours? You must be out of your mind. You must be high. You must have been high. That is absurd. Crazy TP right now. Crazy crits right now. Oh. I trust nothing. That's probably the right call. I don't know. The game is cool. It seems fun. It seems cool, but one of my biggest complaints with Scarlet Violet was that the game didn't let me actually play the game for like an hour and a half. And a 2-hour tutorial is just not something I'm looking to do. It's a problem when your game's tutorial is that long. It just is. I mean, do I really need to know that much stuff, or are you just treating me like a baby? That was the other thing. Scarlet Violet treated me like a baby. It did a tutorial for me like I was a goddamn baby. Like, that was my other problem with it. But the tutorial was so long because it was all just fat. Like, I thought I had never played a Pokemon game or a video game before. And you can't really, like, skip it by saying, like, I already know this. Like, it makes you sit through all of it. Scarlet Violet's great. It just made me wait way too long to actually play it the way I wanted to. Legend of Arceus is still a game I need to play. And now that it's on Switch, like, I might want to play it because it's on Switch 2 now. Or I can play it on Switch 2 and it should be way better. Dude, I've been playing Animal Crossing on the Switch 2 a lot. Amy and I are on a big Animal Crossing kick. And the load times in Animal Crossing on the Switch 1 are one of the worst things about that game. It takes so long to do so many things because the load times are so bad. On the Switch 2, though, it's so much better. It's way better. It's funny, Amy and I will play local play, right? And she's on the Switch 1, I'm on Switch 2. And that's when I remember how long the loading times are on Switch 1, because I can enter a house and it'll load for like 2 seconds, and then I can be inside of it. And for Amy, I have to wait. Like, the game freezes for like 10 seconds while I wait for Amy to load into it. It's so funny. Scarlet Episode 6, finally out of the tutorial. Dude, that's what it was like. It was tragic. At least the characters in that game are good, though. True. It was not the run. I've gotten to the third phase twice. Wow, nice read. First time I got to phase 3 was like a week ago. And then I just got to phase 3 today, the second time. Kind of like it was nothing, which is promising. It happened in the first 12 minutes of the stream. So we'll see if I can keep that up, but... Oh, they will butcher it somehow. Speaking, you will do it this run. This guy's so tired of this grind. He's so ready for it to be over. I wish. I don't know. We could either be incredibly close or nowhere close at all. It's all up to phase 3, really. $50 runs past phase 1. That's crazy. That is a W. Oh, because of Woke. I want my World of Idiots streamer back, but all we get is Green Knight. Soon, man. It's gonna happen this year. I promise. What is Green Knight? Do exclamation point Green Knight. Also, welcome to the stream. Stream. Green Knight is basically an ultra buffed Kaizo Roaring Knight mod. It takes every attack in the fight and makes the attack pattern about 10 times harder. Never been done before. Or, like, never been beaten before. Never been no-hit before. It's been beaten before. I've done it a bunch of times, but it's never been no-hit before. And it's been out for, like, a month and a half, maybe 2. If that's a testament to the difficulty. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, it's messed up. Crazy. Very good. Checks out. Aww. It's very rare I get hit on that attack. Trying to farm TP off of the center beam there. I think I know why it's not working though, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think I know why it's not. Bro. Alright, just kidding. I don't know why it's not. Good luck lighting all over the place. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good day, man. Thank you for stopping by. Bro, come on. I think I stopped too soon. Do I need to practice teeth again? It's so funny how my consistency with teeth just comes and goes so much. Like, I'll practice it for 2 hours and have consistency with it in runs for about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. And then I just... becomes hard again. Yep. Nice circle. Thanks. Bro. Missed a phase 2 run. I know. It's okay. It didn't get very far. I died on the first attack of phase 3 again. Night green for any specific reason? Mod creator has never specified, although I guess I've never asked him, so I don't really know. I think it's an homage to the Green Sands mod for Undertale. But I don't know, honestly. Could just be green because it's projected that the knight is a member of the Holiday family. Nice. Good one. Not sure. Could be both. Could be neither. Maybe the mod creator just really likes green. Bro. The festive thing is your theory? See, that's my theory also. It might be a coincidence that there's a Green Sans mod. Haha, I am Peter and I am green. It's probably what the dev said. Yeah, because the dev also has the same first name as me. That's crazy. Why? Oh, you're referencing a niche video? Okay. Cool. It's really unfortunate, but also really helpful to know that using Rude Buster's second turn does not automatically mean that I skip /2. It's unfortunate because now I have to focus harder on attacking well. But also now I know. Why would anyone know what you're referencing, dude? Sometimes you just gotta try and find out. That's the thing with niche references. No one's gonna know what you're referencing if you don't make the reference. You gotta go for it. Check Dinner Club for the niche video. Alright, hold on. Why? Why am I getting hit on that attack?
Hey, Peter, why do liberals constantly defend abortions? It's child murder.
Haha, I am Peter and I am green.
What the fuck am I watching? That was a hell of a video. That was a hell of a video. break that on stream, motherfucker. I can. Hold on. Let me try this run real quick. I have to be very careful with how I display it on stream. Nah, I guess I don't. Jensen put the image in the video. In the last Dinner Club video, so. The audio was demonic. Alright, there you go. Oh, good. My thing blocks it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Here you go. This is it.
Hey, Peter, why do liberals constantly defend abortions? It's child murder.
Haha, I am Peter and I am green.
Jarvis enhance. Oh shit, my keyboard display is on screen. Why is that on screen? Why is my keyboard display in this scene? Whatever, you only got to see as much of it as I gave you. You don't get more. Happy Halloween. Truly a spooky video. Spooky video for a spooky month. Exactly. God damn it. Haha, I am Peter and I am green. Crazy statement to start the video with, by the way. Not one I completely agree with. Which is why it's crazy. What I do agree with is the second statement. That he is Peter and that he is green. I can agree with that one. Why? God damn it. That was a crazy amount of TP to have, by the way. Come on, dude. I believe it. Dude, what the fuck? Having a hard time with that attack right now, which is strange, because that's the easy one. That's the easy version. Just getting patterns I don't know how to react to, really. Sometimes the fact that there's less lines going on means there's the path is more unclear to me, for some reason. But that should not be how that works. Oh, I don't have that attack in YouTube yet. I'll just explain it. Basically, what the Green Knight is a Kaizo Ultra Buffed Roaring Knight fight, where every attack pattern is about 4 times harder than its original Roaring Knight counterpart. And nobody has ever done a no-hit before. And the mod's been out. The mod's been out for like 2 months, maybe. So basically, it's really hard. Original Roaring Knight fight took me an hour and a half to no-hit. This, I'm about 40 hours into the grind for. Why? It took me an hour and a half to do the original Roaring Knight no-hit. I mean, it took me like an hour or so to beat him the first time, but after that, and after like playing him for fun, like on and off for like half an hour at a time sometimes, actually grinding for the no-hit took me an hour and a half. It didn't take me long at all. And that was after getting hit on the very end of the last attack like 3 times, so. This, including practice and all the streams, I've been going at this for about 2 weeks, maybe 3. To no avail. Not to no avail. I've made some very promising progress. And I'm going to keep going till it happens. But I think it's been about 40 collective hours across 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, I needed that. Fuck. Is it really just that difficult, or is it really just really hard to no-hit specifically? It is really that difficult, but the problem is, Stars 2, which is the attack I just made it past, not the one that I got hit on, is very RNG heavy, because you can get a pattern where the stars are just basically impossible to like the last part of it. It's just impossible to dodge, and then good luck, basically. You can get lucky with it. I just kind of move in one direction and hope you don't get hit. That honestly is what happened in that run. I'm not going to try to take credit for that, but doing a no-hit specifically is pretty much unfathomable because of how difficult some of the attacks are to no-hit and because of how RNG heavy they can be. Like the final attack, you have about 1 in 4 chance of a possibility to no-hit it if you're doing the most consistent method. And if you're not doing the most consistent method, good fucking luck dodging anything, because you're not going to have any good luck. Just because it's ridiculous. A no-hit's never been done because the chances of getting past Stars 2 are... I mean, look at this. I've gotten 54 runs to Stars 2. I only passed it 18 times. Teeth 2 is incredibly difficult. I've only passed it 6 times. Like, it's incredibly daunting. The fact that I've come this far at all is very, very crazy to think about. I mean, I have a counter for runs past Phase 1 for a reason. It's because runs past Phase 1 were so insanely difficult for so long that I needed to have a counter. Now I get past Phase 1 like probably once every 5 runs, I want to say. Like, the progress I've made on this is pretty insane. Like, I don't know anybody more qualified to do a no-hit at this point, just because of how far I've made it in terms of, like, consistency with this fight. I haven't, and if it gets really bad, like, if I'm just having too much trouble making it happen and I'm running out of time to do it for some reason, like, I'll talk to them about nerfing some of the attacks. But I'd like to do it how the mod is right now. Because honestly, it's not like the RNG heavy patterns are impossible half of the time, because they're not ever impossible, in theory. I might be wrong about that, but some patterns just make it so hard that humanly it might not be possible. At least repeatedly it's not possible. Every time. Wonder if Merge could do it. I mean, Merge probably could. Merge is very, very good. There's a lot of people better than Merge, though. But that's not to discount Merge's ability, because he gets every boss down pretty quickly. I think he did Roaring Knight on launch day in about 4 hours, which on launch day is very impressive. Because the strategies that are in place now were not there when he beat the Roaring Knight the first time. At least not really. Bro. If Merge tried, he could do this. Absolutely. Like, without a doubt. But I don't know if he'd be willing to put in the hours to do it, because the only reason that I am willing to put in the hours towards doing this is because I've been grinding shit as difficult as this in video games for over a decade now. And what I have that not everybody does, that's very rare in this space, is the mentality and the positive mindsets to do something like this. Like, again, I've been going at this for multiple weeks, and I will keep doing it for months if I have to. That's my mental fortitude with long-term grinds like this. That's a hard thing to come across. Without, I mean, I'm blowing my own dick here, basically, but... It's not really necessarily a matter of could they do it, because yes, of course, I think anybody could do this. It's a matter of would they be willing to put in the ungodly amount of time. And that's up to the person. That's not a skill thing, that's a mental fortitude thing. That's a mindset thing. The glaze is insane. I mean, I know a lot of people better than me at games in general that could make something like this happen. Like, I know a lot of people. You wanted to learn coding, and that's good. Because that mentality takes you far. Jesus Christ. I think it's crazy that when I started runs of this from the beginning, I had like a 50% success rate with Stars 2, and the more I've played this, the more that the gap has very quickly opened between runs past Phase 1 and runs past Stars 2. And I have tried sitting down and practicing it for hours, and it doesn't necessarily get any better. Practice doesn't do much on an attack that's that insane. A lot of the percent of the time. I've tried a lot of different strategies. There isn't really a consistent strategy for it. Other than just being in the place where there aren't really any stars. I've tried to get into programming. I mean, when I was like 12, like 11, 12, I was obsessed with Scratch. And I made some really cool stuff in Scratch. But I tried to get into actual programming and just, it never stuck with me. Green and mean, exactly. Maybe even a little bean. Potentially even a dream. Wake up. Potentially even some sour cream. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I freaked the fuck out there, dude. I was fucking freaking out when I got to the circle. Oh my god, I was freaking out when I got to the circle. Holy shit. That was very close. That, oh my god. He cheated to get that hit. I want to see it. God, I was freaking out when I got to the circle. Man, the fucking clip that thing in Twitch sucks. Somebody clip it. Real quick. How do you even dodge that attack? Yeah, that was one of the, that was one of the fuck followed by Windows noises. A Twitch classic. That attack, most of the time is not hard to dodge, but depending on how it goes, sometimes can be. But it's a matter of reacting to it. It's never impossible to dodge. It's just, it's a lot of reaction. Well, chat, that is my third run now to phase 3. My current goal is to get to the final attack. That's my current goal. And I'm not expecting to like get through it, but that's my current goal. I'm going to go back and watch the recording to see how I got hit. Just so I can understand what happened, because I need to analyze. I was freaking out way too hard to really be able to make a good call there. I was panicking. It's very Why does Windows Media Player fucking blow? Give me VLC. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so thought process here, right? For this attack, it depends on how much damage I do. I had no idea if this was actually phase 3 or still phase 2. You don't really know until halfway through this attack. This is where I began shitting my pants, because this means that I'm on the second to last attack, or in other words, the first attack of phase 3, and had almost gotten through it, right? That was a very close call. That was a very close call. Okay, I just ran into it. I just choked it too hard. For months and haven't gotten it yet. The precious stuff. Thank you, dude. You'll get it eventually. It's when you know the right strategies, it's just a matter of time. You got this, dude. It's a matter of time. You can do it. If I can do something, anybody can do it. Fuck! Holy fuck. Holy shit. I freaked the fuck out there, dude. I was fucking... Concept for a harder version of that attack where there are 3 barriers of the slashes. Second backwards and third forwards, but 2 at once in a plus shape. That sounds fucking impossible. I love it. You should do it. No, but in reality, I don't know what I was gonna say. Never mind. My brain's very frazzled. Whew. What a run, dude. What a run. It's only a matter of time now, dude. It's only a matter of time before I get to the last attack, and then we see what happens. is only a matter of fucking time. Could happen today, I don't know. The thing is, we don't know how close I am. Again, it's all up to phase 3 when this happens. There's a 1 in 4 chance that the final attack is not possible with my strategy, which is the only consistent strategy I've found through workshopping that attack as much as I have, which I've workshopped that attack a lot. So, it's gonna be up to phase 3. The final attack is fucked up. So is the second to last attack. It's fucked. Feeling very motivated right now. Stuff like that is so motivating. The fire has been extra kindled. Healer's always secretly the strongest. True. I need some good crits. I do not have any TP right now. So then, who in the game that could be the knight is a healer? That's what I'm trying to think about now. Who'd be a healer? I don't know if any of the Carols would be a healer. Maybe Rudy. I don't know. Or any of the holidays. I mean, I don't think Carol's a healer. Bro. I wasn't close enough to the middle of any of those. Sure. Well, there's that, or the green means he's extra sick. I don't know, I get a little green before I get sick. A very specific kind of sick. That's not very fun. Usually involves the bathroom. Usually happens in the bathroom in one way or another. That is the community's leading theory, is that it's deaths. There's a lot of evidence that points towards it. Like, a lot. That's right, you can talk about this shit now, because you actually beat the game. But Deaths is the most believed theory. There's a lot of other possibilities, like Rudy and Carol. People think it could be Azrael. People think it could be Papyrus. I think that's the least likely. I don't really have much of a theory, because honestly, I think we don't know enough to know. I think trying to make a decision is not necessarily pointless, but it's a little baseless, because the funny thing about the Roaring Knight theory of who is it is that every single theory has flaws, and every single theory has things that counteract it and are counterpoints, like massive counterpoints. Like huge detrimental counterpoints to every theory. Yeah. That's the conclusion that most people draw, but it's also, the more you look into it, the more and more evidence there is to back it up. Which is why it's the most widely believed one. But again, there are counter evidence. Like quite a bit of it still, so it's like... It's hard. Again, there's counter evidence to every single theory under the sun. Best viewers on Streamboo. Oh my god. I'm gonna be famous. Kind of like the Chris Knight red herring. Exactly. There could be a red herring involved. Yeah. No, we just don't know. So we've just been debating the whole time. It's true. And it does a good job at that as well. This could be good. Nice. "20 runs past Stars 2 is pretty good." I might take a second and practice Teeth. Like, I might practice Teeth 2 for a second. I'm getting better at Teeth, I think. It's just so hard. It's such a hard attack to improve at. Like, I think if I wanted to be really, really, really consistent at Teeth, I'd have to sit and grind it for like 8 hours. Which I didn't have the patience for that today. And I wanted to do runs, and I was running out of time if I wanted to do a long stream of runs. So... I'm gonna grab one more run past phase 1 and see how it goes, and if I don't make it to Teeth 2, or if I get hit on Teeth 2, I'm going to practice Teeth 2 for a few minutes. Yeah, I didn't get those. There were some crazy gaps there, dude. Yeah. All right. Still very good. That was actually a really good teeth run because I dodged some pretty tough patterns there. All right, we're going to practice teeth 2 a little bit. Actually, we're going to practice teeth 1 a little bit and then practice teeth 2. Just a little bit on both. I don't think I need long on either one. Nice. Nice. See how many we can get in a row for teeth 1. All right, 1. Oops. That's a question I get a lot, which I'm pretty surprised by. The spaces, so in the original attack, relative to where your heart is, and I believe this is correct, the teeth always line up, right? So you pretty much only ever have to move left and right a certain amount, depending on which way you need to dodge the attacks. And the spaces are pretty wide to where, because the spaces are so wide and because it lines you up correctly every time, it's pretty much just pattern recognition. This version of the attack is pattern recognition, but it's also harder to recognize the pattern because the teeth are closer together. So the spaces are way tighter, but then because of that, because the spaces are way tighter, they're also way harder to dodge, and there are some patterns that are flat out ridiculous. That and the teeth do not always align with where your heart is. Where the soul is. So it's, you have to adjust a little bit before you can even dodge, and you can't just hold a direction for the same amount of time depending on what the pattern is. But you can see what I mean with them being misaligned. With if you look at like the farthest one on the right or left, you'll see how sometimes it's lined up with the edge of the battle box, sometimes it's not. Basically, it's more difficult pattern recognition, and also they're closer together, so it's way harder to dodge. So no longer is it just pattern recognition and reaction. It's you have to dodge them and be very precise and recognize the pattern fast enough to align yourself to be able to dodge it reliably and to prepare yourself to do the dodge. The spaces are also inconsistent. Some spaces are tighter than others. The spaces are also randomized like they are in the original fight. Except again, in the original fight, the spaces are wide enough to where it's not really hard to go between them at all. But this time, because it's so much closer together, like look at that gap. Did you see that gap? You have to adjust to that kind of thing and do it on the fly if it appears. That's what makes this attack so hard, is all of those things. It's one of the attacks where, like, it's the hardest to understand why it's harder just by looking at it. It doesn't look much harder visually, but the amount of things that it changes... there's a reason that we have a runs past Teeth 2 counter. There's a reason that I regularly take damage to Teeth 1. And get hit on Teeth 1. And to put it into perspective... the original fight's version of Teeth 1 and Teeth 2, even Teeth 3, I'm 100% consistent at. I don't think I ever really got hit on those attacks at all during the entire no-hit grind. It was very rare I got hit on them. But that puts it into perspective. The other thing that can maybe put it into perspective is that I've probably, out of the 40 hours that I've grinded this fight, practiced this one for a collective 8 total. And it's still hard. Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. I mean, there's a reason I say this is like a Kaizo version of the Roaring Knight, is that this is basically Touhou difficulty in Deltarune. So I have to deal with Deltarune's fucking 30 frames per second frame rate. And be as precise as this. I know that Deltarune will never get a 60 FPS frame rate, and that makes me really sad. Because given the fact that these videos are doing really well, and there's actually a lot of eyes on me for doing this, and the fact that when I beat this I'm going to continue doing Deltarune no-hits, I'm probably going to be doing them for a long time. Like, this might be like a new thing for me. For the first time since Geometry Dash, I might have like since the height of my Geometry Dash career, I might have like another stable one in one game. Not that I'll never play another game again, or do another thing again, but... the response to this has been overwhelming in a really good way. And it's fucking heartwarming. Warms my heart. I mean, I usually give myself, like, if I'm going to be grinding something difficult like this, I give myself like 2 hours before my brain basically expires. Right? There's a certain point where I've been trying to do a difficult thing for so long that I can't think anymore. I'm an hour and a half in, so maybe like half an hour. Although, like, I might push a little more. I might try to go for 3 hours today, because usually I'll get to a point where, like, I feel brain fried, but then I can lock in again anyway. After, like, another half hour or so. So, I don't know. Because the other thing to consider is that, like, I give myself 2 hours of runs, but I also practiced this for about 2 hours before I started doing any runs today. Harder Titan mod. I did see that too. I'd be interested in trying that because I do want to do the Titan no-hit. I still haven't done that yet, but also I want to do the Titan sped up no-hit. I think that'd be really interesting. And I might be interested in doing the Titan, the more difficult version mod, but my problem with that mod is that it buffs the fight in some really annoying and kind of cheesy ways that could potentially make it not that fun. But I don't know until I try it, so... it'd be worth a shot. I have a lot of plans after this. Like, what I want to do is The last Roaring Knight no-hit I want to do, although I would like to do, so here's the funny thing, right? After I do this, and this is done, I want to do a victory lap and do phase 4 no-hit, which phase 4 no-hit is like the attacks that you don't see in this no-hit because I kill him quick enough. He does the third variation of stars, which is insane. He does the third variation of daggers, which is insane. He does a third variation of teeth, which is insane. It's it wouldn't take me that long to do, I don't think. I can maybe do it in like a day. It would just be really fun. As like a, hey, here's what I skipped. Because those are also the attacks that you skip in the normal Roaring Knight no-hit as well. Right? But the variations of those attacks are harder than any attack that you see in a no-hit fight of this mod. So doing the entirety of that phase no-hit as like a bonus, just that would be pretty fun. And then what I also want to do, I would like to do the unused attack restoration mod for the Roaring Knight no-hit. Because that I think has only been done once and it's very cool. There's a lot of cool attack patterns in it. And I'd like to try that sped up to like 125, depending on how long it takes me. And then I need to no-hit Gerson still. I might try some Gerson stuff, and then I'd like to do Titan stuff too. And then probably by the time all that's done, Chapter 5 is going to come out. They only happen after. So the cool thing with the Roaring Knight is that he does all the same attacks in the same order. And it's split into phases, right? So phase 1 goes up until Stars 2, right? Stars 2 is always followed by Teeth 2. Teeth 2 is always followed by Tunnel 2. Tunnel 2 is always followed by Daggers 2. But you kick into phase 3 after you've done enough damage to cause him to do the /3 variation, which is the one with the rotating daggers, and then the final attack. But phase 4 is basically what happens if you don't kill him fast enough after you get through phase 2, right? Past /2, if you haven't killed him fast enough, he starts doing the third variation of his attacks, which is called phase 4. Because you haven't killed him enough to get to phase 3 yet, basically. And they're pretty nuts, and they're pretty fun. So I'd like to do those. Alright, let's mess with Teeth 2 real quick, and then we'll be good. Yeah, I think that I could probably get phase 4 no-hit done in, like, maybe a week. Maximum. But yeah, the only reason why they would happen before you beat the Knight is because you're not doing enough damage to him fast enough. Which is why the no-hit of the Roaring Knight pretty much doesn't see any of those attacks. A very cool version of the Roaring Knight no-hit fight is variations of it where it's the original fight, but you can only do so much damage per turn. Which then forces you to see those phase 4 attacks for a certain amount of time. Kind of like what I did with Spamton Neo, basically. The hardest variation of Spamton Neo has a bunch of restrictions with what gear you can use and how you can attack and all this shit. Oh, with increased health, it would not be nearly as hard. The reason that this fight is so hard to even beat is because... And here's a thing that is worth thinking about, right? As far as, like, how difficult this is to complete. Just to beat him. You see how these bullets are green? Normally they're not. You know how in normal Deltarune, when a bullet is red, it does a ridiculous amount of damage? This shit made me kill myself. That sounds about right. Basically, those swoonable attacks and bullets, there's way more of them in these attack patterns that there isn't normally. Like in the normal Roaring Knight attack, these are white bullets. In this one, they're not. They're the colored ones that are swoonable. So that's part of what makes this a really hard no-hit. Or not no-hit, but to beat. This is my ghost typing. Well, rest in piss. Forever miss. Cool pattern. Good luck, though. Thank you. Appreciate it. There's some Undertale no-hits I'd like to do if I cross everything off my checklist for this game before Chapter 5 comes out. I feel like I have the mental to do a Mega Flowey no-hit. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I still haven't done Sans no-hit or Undyne no-hit somehow. I mean, by the time that I was doing no-hits in this game, I hadn't really had much time to do Undertale, really. Just because I was still in the height of my GD career and I didn't want to switch over to no-hits entirely because I had an audience and didn't want to, like, change what I was doing to it. You know what I mean? But now I could do it. Yeah, I mean, you could say that. I mean, this might take me 100 hours to beat. I don't know. Again, it's up to Phase 3. This could take me a long time to beat. I could beat it today. I could beat it next year. I don't know. And there's no point in, like, trying to predict how long the grind will be, and there's no point to, like, being optimistic about it, because I just don't know. We just don't know yet. We've only encountered Phase 3 3 times, and Phase 3 is the end-all be-all, right? That's the deciding factor of whether or not this happens. I mean, so is everything else, obviously, but... I need to be closer to the middle. Man, this attack, dude. Like, I've been playing this attack for too long, because sometimes, like, I was very consistent at this attack for a good few minutes, but sometimes if you play one attack for too long, you get bad at it again. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Because I've been playing this for too long. Alright. Let's mess around with Phase 3 for a bit. Like, I've got about, like, an hour left in me of stream, so... It does. I mean, I'm lucky that I don't get frustrated very easily. Unless I'm getting hit on one attack. Like in runs, I get frustrated more often, because if I'm getting hit by one attack over and over again and I just can't seem to get it right for some reason, and I start mental blocking it. That, or like if Stars 2 is just fucking me up way too much and I'm getting pissed off at the RNG aspect of it, like, that'll get to me. But when I'm practicing, I don't get super frustrated. Fucker. Okay. Oh, right. The fucking game crashes every time you get hit by the center one. I hate that about this. I don't know why it does that either. I think it's when you get hit by both at once is when it crashes. I don't know. I don't know why the game crashes. The game just be doing that. If it keeps happening, I'll break out Cheat Engine and we'll speed up the intro more. Fuck. Getting boxed into the center too much. What? Don't even know what hit me. That was a little cursed. Weird pattern. What? Yeah, so the final attack's fucked up. And again, there's a 1 in 4 chance of it just not being possible because of where the spiral starts. There's 4 corners in which the spiral can start. And if it starts in the corner I'm in, I'm fucked. The stars get in the way. Like, the extra stars get in the way of me being able to, like, get to the other side of the spiral. In a safe way. So, what's up, Alden? Yeah, no, the final attack is... I could either clutch through it on my first try, or I could get hit on it 10 times before I finally beat this. That's what I mean when I say I don't know how close I am to this. It's really going to be up to the final attack and whether or not I'm ready for it and can make the right calls. I'm good, dude. I've gotten to phase 3 twice today, which I had only ever previously gotten there once. So, it's been a good day. I had a good day before this, so I'm doing good. Feeling very motivated and optimistic because of the progress I've had today. Hardest fight I've played? This. Easily this. It's no contest. Yeah. I should have waited a little longer. That was very close. Fuck. Yeah, no, this fight is so hard to not take damage in that a no-hit is pretty much unfathomable until I started getting good at the attacks. And even now, it's still arguably unfathomable. I'm just not going to stop till I do it. So, if you end that attack, before he does the rotating slash, if you end that attack right before he does it, the slash before he does it, in the center of the battle box, you're fucked. You won't know which slash is the one that's going to rotate. You won't know. Like, I'll show you again what I mean. It's hard enough already to determine which one's the one that's going to rotate, but you can figure it out without too much trouble by paying attention to the one that has the center of the slash in the center of the battle box. But if the center of both of them is the center of the battle box, then you're not going to be able to tell. And if they go in different directions, you're fucked. Basically. Good luck figuring out which is which. Wish you could play this yourself. You play it on console? You don't wish you could play this yourself. It's too hard. No, it's a very fun fight. Yeah, see, I could not determine which one was which there because it was just barely unaligned. But enough to where I would not have been able to know. I also love that it's been crashing my game recently. I really like that. Sorry, I've practiced the same attack for too long, fatigue. Alright, let me go back to phase 2. Teeth 2. Actually, let me mess around with the final attack for like a couple minutes, then I'll go back to Teeth 2, then we'll do runs again. What the fuck? Speed up cheat isn't working. It's annoying. This is the hardest humanly possible version of the knife fight ever made. It is. Okay, I just can't speed up the fight apparently. Don't know why. Let's speed up the game. It is. And the Scratch Hard Mode remake is really cool, and I'd be interested in doing a no-hit of that. Although some of the attacks are really jank because it's Scratch, so I don't know. But, yeah. This is the hardest humanly possible version of the Roaring Knight fight. Ah, shit, it didn't work. My, the thing didn't work. Hold on. I think we have to just do this. If I can't figure this out in a couple seconds, then we're not going to worry about it. Hold on. Way less RNG bullshit than this fight. How? I don't know, Neo. So this triggers... I'm looking at the phase 3 one, right? That's what I'm looking at is the phase 3 one. Came back to the stream for some nerd shit. Fair enough. Where did my woke video game go? It's coming, don't worry. I think if I just do this, it works. And the game doesn't crash. What happened? I'm trying to practice the final attack and my game keeps crashing. So I'm trying to fix my mod of the mod to let me do it. Basically. Alright, it still crashes. At that point, I'm lost. I think what I might have to do is load up phase 3 on a mod of the game that isn't the no-hit mod. Which I don't want to do right now because that's a lot of patching and a lot of bullshit that I don't want to deal with. So we're just going to go back to the beginning. Let's go back to runs. We want woke. We want woke. Fine, you can have it. Here's your woke video game. I worry about whether or not new chat members know if this is ironic or not. Every time we make the woke jokes. Surely they know. I don't know if anyone has either, which is why it'd be interesting to do it. Because nobody's done this one either. No, I love woke. Good. Same. I guess it's not a bad thing to unironically be woke, because that's good. What I worry about is the people who say woke unironically, and being compared to those people. People unironically like the people that say it. I'm trying to keep the political part of this out of it, but you know what I mean. People who say it is a bad thing. For unironically saying the word woke, I don't want to be compared to the people who also unironically say it, but say it like it's a bad thing. I think that's the best way to say it. I'm gonna get blatantly political. The Green Knight, like the political party. Sure. Maybe that's why the knight was modded to be green all along. What the fuck even is the green political party? Like, it's been so two-party for so long. I don't even know what the Green Party's up to, if they even exist anymore. I don't like politics chat on my stream, but that's a really funny thought, is that that's where we're at in the world. The Green Gaster. And in between. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. Irrelevant is what they are. That's true. Cool. the fuck is snapping me? Noel? Me also? Who's also done it? Green Knight. Yeah, no, I've already done no hit Roaring Knight. This is an ultra buff version of the fight that nobody's ever no hit before. I can say ultra buff because you've got GD in your name, and I know that you know what that means. Hear that Gaster is actually green, like his outfit is green, like how Sans Papyrus have red and blue. That's actually kind of smart. And probably correct. I don't even know who that is, Jensen. Some crazy patterns. Fuck, dude. No way. What's up, Cyvap? Man. Man, that was so close. How is there Z's in my fucking counter? What happened there? Who neglected to tell me that, chat? Yeah, that was the last set of daggers in that attack. I was kind of freaking out, I'm not gonna lie. This is a mod. It's called the Green Knight mod. You can install it very easily through Game Banana. I don't know why I've never heard the Gaster is green theory, but it's very interesting. That's because the dev is green, Peter, and he is green. I think that Gaster is green because Gaster is Peter and he is green. I think you're right about that. God damn it. Has Aiden seen this meme? I need 2 crits right here. Nice. Alright, time to TP farm every attack. This is the worst bit ever. Okay, cool. It makes a ton of sense, Alden. It really does. I like it. I believe it. God damn it, dude. No hit the original net. You got it, dude. Just keep going. You just got to keep your head up and just keep trying. You're doing great. But I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Yeah, I've been going at this for like 40 hours. It has not been easy to get good at. You can add about 5 hours to that, actually, after today. 45. Hope you beat it. I will. I'm not going to stop until it's done. Someone's got to do it. I don't think anybody else is going to do it. I don't think anybody else wants to. There's too much RNG to worry about to want to willingly do this. Tell your friend about it? You should. It took me an hour and a half to no-hit the original Roaring Knight. It was really hard, but I did it. I kind of clutched it out. But, it took me 3 full streams to beat this guy once. Just to beat him. I think Gaster's younger than Sans. I don't know. It's pretty fun. This is a fun mod. I've enjoyed my time with it, and I will continue to until Stars 2 eats away at my brain too much. But by then, hopefully, I've beaten it. Thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. There it is. Why did it not show up? Oh, because my alert box is hidden for some reason. Why? I don't know. I fixed it. I've considered changing it out for like a cover of it of some kind. Just for variety's sake, it might be good for me. But I've played Geometry Dash levels for longer than I've ended up beating, so The song doesn't really bother me. I think this is a banger. This is one of my favorite songs in the soundtrack, so I don't mind listening to it. Oh, I've been playing GD for a decade. Yeah, no, I had a pretty good career, like, back in, like, 2016. I had a little bit of a name for myself back then. Now I just play for fun. I'm fucked, by the way. There's no way I'm getting that pattern. No, I used to be a competitive 60 Hz player back in the age of the 144 Hz revolution. Since then, I just play for me. Sometimes I open the creator and fiddle around, make some kind of like older inspired stuff. There's a pretty cool level coming out I took part in. It's called K2. Kind of produced by Riot a little bit. Riot's kind of overseen it and given things the thumbs up or suggested changes. But I got to make the second cube. I got to make the part after the first wave and then the second wave, and it's a lot of fun. It's very like traditional 9 circles, but updated a little bit. Obviously, to have like more like 2.2 decoration and stuff. It's a ton of fun. It's really cool. It should be coming out soon. Yeah, that was weird. That'd be interesting, Nom. Respect? Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. I'm very proud of my career. I'm just an old head now. Bloodbath is still my hardest. I'm an old head. People are insane at this game. I am not insane at this game by any means at this point. But I look back at my career very fondly, and I still like picking up the game and playing it casually here and there. I would consider my career over, but I still play it. Try to be Cataclysm. Favorite level of all time. Fair enough. I love Cataclysm. Cataclysm was my warm-up level for a long time. I love Cataclysm. Old head gang? True. Yeah, as far as rated levels go, Cataclysm's my favorite level of all time, and nothing will ever come close. It's too special to me. Windy Landscape on top. Dude, I still remember when Windy Landscape was, like, impossible. Creepy Dash was the first to beat it, and that was, like, monumental. I think Windy Landscape was probably top 1 for a hot minute, as far as, like, legitimately verified levels. Because, like, people saw, like, the hardest levels in the game as Sakupan Hell and Cataclysm, but now we know, looking back, that those weren't verified legit, like we thought they were. Windy Landscape was technically probably a past top 1, which is funny to think about because some people call it a medium demon, which is it's hard. It's a hard demon, at least. Let's get our heads out of our asses. That's true. I didn't think about that, Alden. There's a lot more to this theory than I thought. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, and there's been a lot of things that have helped the progress, like the higher refresh rate, Revolution, and like CBF coming out and stuff, but it's the community that pushes the game. Whether that be through making the game easier to play so we can raise the skill ceiling, or whether that be the skill ceiling being raised naturally, like, it is crazy how far the community's come. It's nuts. I mean, 2013 was when it came out. Think about what 2013 was like, dude. Yo, have a good day, Shogun. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. You know where to find me. I'm not stopping this grind until it's over. This is my fucking slaughterhouse, man. It's gonna happen. Bruh. I don't even know why I got hit. What do you think about the Green Gaster theory? I'm convinced. I am 100% convinced. I mean, it's one of those theories where you can't think of anything to disprove it, other than the fact that when we think we saw a Gaster sprite, which we don't know if it actually was his sprite, for sure, but from what we think we saw as Gaster, like, it was black and white, but that also could be symbolism, like, we don't know. But I can't think of anything that could disprove the Gaster is green theory. Other than that. Nice. I was not ready. Haha, I am Gaster and I am green. God damn it. Alright, chat. My brain's getting a little tired. I've been playing this game for a little bit too long. I've got a few more runs in me. I'll try to get a couple more past phase 1, but then how long I can grind something difficult in the video game date may be expired. I may be expired for the day very soon. We'll see. I have dangerously low BP. That helps. Billy is planning to make tighter bullet patterns considering you can slow yourself down. I don't know yet. It's hard to know. I mean, he's already made some pretty tight ones. But yeah, none of them have really required the slowing down. Although there are a couple Roaring Knight attacks that it's very helpful with. I can tell you that. Like original Roaring Knight attacks. What else am I supposed to do at work? Actual work? Man, fuck that. You're right. I mean, I have to go at 4 either way. I have to. Which is in 15 minutes, so. I need some crits. Fuck. I don't hate RNG in bullet patterns. I think it's good, honestly, because if there's no RNG in a bullet pattern, practice will just make it doable 100% consistently. So I think in most cases, RNG in a bullet pattern is good. And I'm glad that Deltarune does that, because it makes the fights harder. It doesn't make the attack patterns harder, like visually. Like they look easier than most games, but it's because they're random that this game's actually very difficult. But I hate it when the RNG is unreactable, like it is in Stars 2. That's a problem for me. Thankfully, Toby's very good at designing bullet patterns to not be unreactable and to be very fair. I wouldn't say there's any attack in the game yet that's unfair. Which is a hard thing to do for a game like this, where the bullet patterns have RNG involved. Dude, why? Fuck, that was close. Bruh. You know what? I forgot to use hold breath. Yeah, you can tell I'm expiring for the day. Whoa, shit, I'm so cool. Who needs hold breath? Me. For this attack specifically. Bro, why? I forgot again. I'm gonna do one more run and then I'm gonna call it a day. I think going until 4 is a waste of 7 minutes at this point. I just can no longer think. Alright, yeah, no, that was a terrible call. Yep, I'm done. I'm toast. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching this stream. This was a really good stream. We got to phase 3 twice instead of once. Pretty much last time I streamed, not last time I streamed, but it wasn't long ago that I got past phase 2 for the first time, and that was a huge milestone, and now I've done it 2 more times in a day, which is huge. So that's a big deal. Teeth. I mean, all of our counters today went up by a ton. Really compelling. This damn Green Knight. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna grind this till it's over. Again, we don't know how close I am because we don't know how the final attack is gonna be. We don't know if I'm gonna just clutch through it first try or what. But I could get by it. I could get hit by it no times. I could get hit by it 1 time. I could get hit by it 20 times. You never know. I might do it next stream. Who knows? Just keep showing up. If you don't want to miss it, you just got to keep coming because I don't know when it's going to happen. Genuinely, I don't know. It could be any day. But at the very least, it's only a matter of time before I get to the final attack for the first time. And then once that happens the first time, again, that's another milestone that we have reached that'll start happening more and more often. So big progress today. I'm very optimistic. This went well. I got to go. I'm out. Thanks for watching. See you. Oh shit, I'm still live on YouTube. I always forget to stop the YouTube stream. I have a different system. I hope you enjoyed watching me sniff my armpit. It's fine, by the way. It's not smelly. I put on lots of deodorant today, like you should. Put on your deodorant, kids.